Oh yeah, that's messed
because
up.
there is, and it's, I mean, it is just a byproduct of the circumstances. You know what I mean? The thing is, like in America, like, you know, I spent time over there as well. And the thing is, you guys have systems that are in place. So even when the poor, if you guys go and look for food or jobs or welfare, you have welfare systems. That's not here, right? It's a
Oh,
very different kind
oh,
of,
oh.
like, and so the line is like, you know, the line is way lower in that sense in terms of the poverty line. But at the same time, it's an incredible place full of, you know, opportunities, and I feel like it's still growing as a whole. So, you know, to that point, you know, it's on us to make sure that we can change that environment, and we can bring about, you know, good
True.
things that can help society
Yeah,
as a whole, man. I mean, that's
that's
something
real.
something that I'm trying to work with, and let's see how it goes, man. Like it's a long journey, man, but I hope we can make a difference, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, you got to be put in. Once you get in position to do something, then it's on you to do it. Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. I
yeah.
feel like it's important, you know. If you got the ability to change the way people think, you got to do it.
You
You know, I mean, at
got
least
to. That's what we be doing with this right here. I be going into prisons. Yeah, I be going into prison. This
I,
foundation called Go Foundation. Me and my partner got. We be going into prisons, talking to the prisoners and all that. We be doing that, Lord, like, let them know, man, don't give up on life. God don't want you to OD on fentanyl and kill yourself. And if you are breathing, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? If you're breathing, you got a chance.
and that's a beautiful thing, because at the end of it, right, you would think that, and it's so easy for people to get into that place because you're locked up in four walls, and you know it's the same thing. You don't have, you know, anything can happen. Your mind can get into the darkest and deepest, the you know, the darkest of places. But to be able to do that, that's real tangible change, man. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Pat. I'm
Praise
so glad
God.
on that side, and it's so cool to see, man. I've been following. I've been. Obviously, you guys,
So how
like we've been.
long you been rapping? How long you been doing what you been doing?
Oh man. Um. So I used to like freestyle when I was in high school, just because, you know,
You was
like
in
everybody
Houston. You was in
smoke
Houston.
blunts. Exactly, in Houston. Yeah, smoke blunts, freestyle, life. Right. Everybody. It was cool, but I only decided to take this seriously like 4 years ago, you know,
Okay.
because I like writing. I like, you know, I like poetry. I like music, man. I think it's just something that we kind of gravitated towards. But I only took it serious about 4 years ago, and then, you know, when I took the step, people started listening, man. People started to pay attention, and you know, we took some time and actually built a community over here before this song kind of popped off, which is a beautiful thing, because now when we have, you know, kind of the success that the song has done, we have a community of people that have seen the way that we've kind of spent the time, and spent the time on the art and the music, and built something over here. And I think that is cool to kind of bridge it to the rest of the world. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. For sure. That's real
Yeah.
good. No, that's real good that you did something different. Usually people start over here first and go over there. You
Yeah.
yeah.
First,
Yeah. Like you did something different, which is that's something right there. That's really something real different, because people don't usually do that. But one thing about the game now, in the rap game now, like bro, like man, I be telling folks this all the time. I be like, man, you could be in a town called Run Phoenix, Run Arizona, and then you turn around and you're not even popping in your town like that. Few people, but not popping like that. But then you go, since the internet, you'll be the man in Cape Town in Africa. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And you'll be the man, and you be like, how them people know me over like that? And then like other little places and parts of the United States, you'll be popping, and you'll be like I know a guy, man, and a guy down here. He was cool here, but he was really popping in Canada.
yeah.
And so it's like that's how it is. Like the internet, man, you don't know what's gonna happen.
See, I think it has its positives and negatives, right? Because the internet is also a weird, fucked up place. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like people,
internet,
yeah,
it can't be dumb. It can't be stupid now.
you know how it is.
Yeah, it
It,
can be stupid.
but in the same way, it's also, I think it's beautiful that, like, just good music speaks. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I wanted to ask you, like, what do you think about the music scene on that side? Like, how do you feel about, because you've been in the game and you've been witnessing how it's evolved over time, right? And the kind of environment that's been built. How do you feel about music that's happening in the United States?
Man, it's good. I mean, it's good. It it is different from when I came up, but it's good though. You know what I'm saying? It's it's not it how can I put this? It's not like it was, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, because I mean, like, but because back then, back in the days, you could take one song and sell a CD, and you could take one song and be the person, be that dude.
Oh yeah,
I mean, your whole like it's like once you got one song, man, the whole CD they're gonna rock with you the whole way, the whole CD.
sure.
But then it's like the rap game then was in an infant stage. And when I say that, I'm saying like New York had it, but it was in the infant stage for the South. You know what I'm saying? Then it was in the infant stage, but people were. It was like original, stuff coming out, original. And not that people don't do original stuff now, but it's just that back then, you know what I'm saying, we was sampling a lot, and they don't, you can't, you got to clear
Yeah.
samples now. It's just, yeah, it's just like back then, it just wasn't,
Hey,
it wasn't,
you
huh?
know when you let me ask you something though. You know that like 3 6 Mafia is like the most sampled. Like y'all's music is the most like there are so many songs that y'all use y'all's, ad libs or samples in their music. How do you feel about that, man? Because I'm just saying, like, it's beautiful because we love it, because it's iconic. That yeah ho that y'all do is just worldwide. You know this. Like it is beautiful, right? But then
Yeah.
how does it feel like, see everybody like kind of you know the foundation that you set like you can see it kind of in the music. How do you feel about that?
I, I mean, man, it's cool. I mean, I ain't, I feel good about it really, cause like
Beautiful.
I ain't tripping, cause it's like it's like this. It's like people that that do sample us or do whatever they do, man, they don't do nothing but man help us out. That helps us to be like stay in back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it.
Now
um
that gives us to stay in staying alive. That keeps the OG alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if they would, I used to say this back in the days. Like back in the days, they had a thing called when you had the CDs, they used to bootleg your stuff. So, but
mhm.
I used to always, people used to say, "Man, I found a bootlegger," and they be rappers used to be beating up them, beat them, or get them beat up, or whatever. But when
Yeah,
I used to see bootleggers, I used to be happy to see them
yeah,
because if they bootlegging your music, that means that's free advertising, and that means you bumping.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
I just looked at it like this. So it's just like when somebody